All right, guys, let's talk about forward rolls, why we do them, and getting up into our fight stance. So the real reason behind forward rolls, typically we've been acted upon by an outside force. Maybe we're being thrown or trip as we're running, or being thrown from a moving vehicle, and we've got to stop our momentum and protect our central nervous system, i.e. the brain housing, my spinal cord, and my tailbone. So I want to protect those. So in Krav Maga, we basically only cross-section the back or the spine in one spot, versus a traditional gymnastic somersault, which actually goes end over end, where you're rolling along your spinal cord the entire time. So how we do that is, our natural reaction if we, let's say, trip while we're running, or we're being thrown from a moving vehicle, is my hands will tend to go away from my body as a way to counteract that fall. When my hands go out, what I want to do is I want to take either one side or the other, and I want to turn those hands. I still want to keep the hands out in front of me because that's what's going to break my initial fall. But by turning, in this case, my right hand, so that my fingers are going 45 degrees or 90 degrees to the side, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll along my arm, across my shoulder, diagonally down across my back and my hip. So again, only intersecting the spine in one spot. So I reach out, I make that position change. Now, I want to tuck my chin, look underneath my armpit, all the way up to the ceiling. By doing so, watch what happens. My hips start to go over my hand, which is what I want. I continue to look up. I make my figure four with my legs, so as I come over the top, I push away from the ground. Again, I want to use these hands like shock absorbers because my hands will compress the faster I'm going. So I want to, again, push that energy away, protecting my head while I'm tucking my chin, looking underneath my shoulders. So again, my hands go out to protect my fall. I rotate, in this case, I'm leading my right foot, so I'm going to turn with my same hand, my right hand. I make contact with the ground. Arms are like shock absorbers. I'm going to tuck my chin, my head. I'm going to look all the way up towards the ceiling. That's going to round my back, get my hips to go over my hands. I push off. I create a figure four. So when I come over the top, look at the position of my feet. Curling the balls of my foot. So now, with my energy momentum, I'll be able to come up into my fight stance, facing the danger where I came from. So once again, whatever foot I lead with, that same side hand is going to be the one that turns. So if I go with my right hand turns. If I go with my left hand turns. So again, I make my roll, push away from the ground, and I can either come up into a fight stance in the same direction or face the danger from behind.